Making rhubarb bread, the first ingredients is half a cup of margarine. Or you can use butter if you have it in the house. Me, I just use margarine. Okay. That's all in there. Just get rid of that. I just like to soften it up a bit. Then we're going to use 1 cup of sugar, which I have measured it all out. There we go, all in the bowl. And now at this point, I like to use a fork so things can be mixed up a lot easier. And 1 tablespoon of lemon rind. You can use orange rind, but today I have lemon rind. And just mix it up. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which is not a lot, but it adds the flavor. Now we got to get this all nice and soft. Mix the sugar up with the butter or margarine, whichever you prefer to use. And as you can see, things are getting softer. And the sugar is mixing. Now we're going to add 2 eggs, 1 at a time. There goes 1. And I like to mix 1 up at a time to get it in there. And here comes the next one. There we go. All nicely, as you can see. Doesn't look like too much right now, but it will look a lot in a few minutes. I'm going to use 2 1/4 cups of flour. Now, I just have to, yep, that's what we're going to do. I just like mixing a little bit. Get rid of that, put it over there. And we have to use baking soda, which is 1 teaspoon, which has been pre-measured. There you go. Mixing that all up. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All pre-measured. Make sure you get the sides of the bowls. 3/4 cup of milk. But just going to put a little bit in at a time. And we're going to toss in the rhubarb, which I've pre-measured. 1.5 cups of rhubarb. So we're just going to put in a little bit. And now we're going to get rid of that fork. And we're going to get back into the milk a little bit. Just keep it by your side. Add the remainder of the flour. The remainder of the milk. Toss in the rest of the rhubarb, which is freshly in my backyard. And let's just fold. Do not use a fork or a spoon at this time, just fold. Make sure it gets to the creamy mixture. We're still at the flour mixture, see? Still flour. We do not want to see any flour showing. It's not too runny. It's just like a cookie dough kind of feeling. Meanwhile, I have got the oven. It's all just preheated. And this is the container we're going to be putting it into. You put margarine or butter on the bottom. But as you can see, I've put a little bit on the side. So when we flip it over on the wire rack, it will hopefully come out like it's supposed to. Okay. Now, let's do it this way, get it all in evenly. See if I can just turn it around so the camera can see it. It doesn't take long to make. Just let's get it all in there. There we go. We're almost done. point, what we do is try to get it even into the pan so it gets an even cooking. There we go. Almost. Spread it around. You don't want to play with it too much. Okay. Now at this particular point, we're going to be putting it into the oven. It says 70 to 80 minutes. My oven, 70 minutes. Okay. Let's look at it now and when it comes out.